Phil Jackson's relationship with Kobe Bryant is one of the most talked about controversies.
Kobe will crank it up, not screw it up. I use that term screw it up, but not in terms of being an error or a mistake, but crank it up.
First of all, I've been around Phil for many years as I have. We all understand that he likes coaching publicly.
In NBA coaching history, during the early 2000s, Jackson publicly criticized Kobe for being selfish on the court and for sometimes ignoring team dynamics. He felt that Kobe's desire to dominate offensively clashed with the triangle offense system that Jackson implemented. What made the situation controversial was Jackson addressing these issues not only privately, but also in books and media interviews. Fans and analysts debated whether a coach should expose a star player's weaknesses publicly. Some argued Jackson was trying to motivate Kobe, while others saw it as unprofessional. This tension became a defining storyline of the Lakers' early 2000s era. The controversy escalated during the Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant era. Jackson was accused of favoring Shaq as the team's emotional leader, which fueled friction with Kobe. Media outlets amplified the conflict, portraying Jackson as manipulating player egos. To maintain control, Kobe felt publicly embarrassed by these comments and perceived them as a betrayal. The Lakers' locker room reportedly experienced added tension as a result. Analysts argued that Jackson's psychological tactics bordered on manipulation. Still, Jackson believed it was necessary to manage two of the league's most dominant personalities. Fans and commentators were divided on who was at fault. Some sided with Kobe, claiming he was unfairly criticized despite his talent and work ethic. Others supported Jackson, emphasizing the importance of team play over individual brilliance. This debate made Jackson's comments a lightning rod for public discussion. The controversy highlighted how high-profile coaching requires both strategy and diplomacy. It also exposed the pressures of managing superstar egos in the NBA. The story became a cautionary tale for future coaches handling elite talent. Kobe's response to the controversy was initially private and reserved. He focused on improving his game while navigating the media scrutiny. Behind the scenes, however, he reportedly felt frustrated and undervalued, their relationship strained. Yet Kobe continued to respect Jackson's basketball knowledge. Over time, Kobe began to understand Jackson's system better. Critics note that Jackson's approach forced Kobe to evolve as a teammate and leader. The conflict, though tense, ultimately shaped Kobe's development as a player. Jackson's own reflections later added fuel to the debate. In his books, including The Last Season and 11 Rings, he described Kobe's early selfishness and resistance to coaching. Many fans viewed these admissions as airing private matters in public. Jackson defended his approach, saying that tough love was necessary for championship success. The controversy persisted because Jackson never shied away from discussing Kobe's flaws. Some argued that his honesty helped the Lakers win, while others saw it as unnecessary humiliation. The balance between motivation and respect became a central question. Despite the early conflict, Jackson and Kobe eventually reconciled. When Jackson returned to coach the Lakers in 2005, their relationship matured. Kobe trusted Jackson more and became a key leader within the triangle offense. The earlier public feud was largely set aside in pursuit of championships. Together, they won 3 more NBA titles, proving that conflict could coexist with success. Analysts now view the controversy as part of a complex but effective coach-player dynamic. Their story demonstrates that tension can lead to growth when managed correctly. The Jackson-Kobe controversy remains a defining example of elite coaching challenges. It shows how managing superstar personalities can create public drama. While some criticized Jackson for his methods, others credited him for molding Kobe into a complete player. The controversy also offers lessons in leadership, communication, and strategy. Public perception often amplified minor conflicts into major debates. In the end, both Jackson and Kobe respected each other's contributions to success. Their complicated relationship is now remembered as one of the most intriguing stories in NBA history. After the Kobe Bryant controversy, Phil Jackson faced criticism for his handling of LeBron James' arrival in Miami. Jackson referred to LeBron's entourage as a posse, which sparked accusations of racial insensitivity. Many fans and analysts condemned the remark, saying it was inappropriate for a coach of his stature. Jackson later attempted to clarify, but the comment remained controversial. Critics argued that he underestimated the scrutiny surrounding superstar players. His words were seen as outdated in modern NBA culture. This incident highlighted how even respected coaches can misstep in public perception. Jackson also came under fire during his time with the New York Knicks as an executive. Fans and media criticized his management decisions, particularly regarding player acquisitions and draft picks. Some viewed his trades as questionable or inconsistent. The team's Performance suffered under his leadership, leading to widespread dissatisfaction. Critics argued that his philosophy as a coach did not translate to executive success. Jackson's reputation took a hit because of missed opportunities. Analysts often debated whether he relied heavily on his coaching reputation rather than basketball strategy. Another controversy involved Jackson's handling of player personalities in New York. Some players reportedly felt frustrated with his management style. Critics claimed he lacked the same authority and control he had as a coach. His tendency to give stars freedom sometimes created internal conflict. This mirrored criticisms from his Lakers coaching days, showing a pattern. Some players thrived under his style, while others struggled. Public opinion suggested Jackson's strengths as a motivator did not always align with team building as an executive. Phil Jackson's relationship with Shaquille O'Neal also drew controversy during his Lakers tenure. Many argued Jackson favored Shaq over Kobe during the early 2000s. The media framed Jackson as playing players against each other to maintain control. Shaq himself praised Jackson, but acknowledged the tension between him and Kobe. Critics said this manipulation fueled locker room drama. Jackson defended his approach as necessary for balancing the dominant personalities. The Shaq-Kobe-Jackson triangle remains one of the most analyzed dynamics in NBA history. Jackson's Zen master persona was sometimes questioned as a controversy in itself. His unconventional methods, including meditation and philosophical discussions, were mocked by skeptics. Some believed his approach was ineffective for managing highly competitive players. Others argued it clashed with the physical, high-intensity nature of the NBA. The media often portrayed his techniques as eccentric rather than legitimate, yet his championship record often silenced critics temporarily. Still, the debate over his coaching methods persisted throughout his career. During the later stages of his coaching career, Jackson faced scrutiny for his treatment of veteran players and rookies alike. Some players felt that his system favored certain stars while ignoring others. Questions arose about fairness in rotations and playing time. Critics suggested his personal philosophies sometimes overshadowed practical basketball decisions. This pattern emerged during both Lakers and Knicks tenures. Analysts debated whether Jackson relied too much on psychological tactics. Fans were divided over whether his approach was genius or manipulative. Another flashpoint occurred when Jackson publicly discussed internal team matters in his books and media appearances. While intended to share insight, many felt he betrayed player trust. Commentators argued that airing locker room dynamics hurt relationships with current and former players. The most cited example involved Kobe Bryant, but others were indirectly referenced. Critics saw it as unprofessional, while Jackson framed it as a teaching tool. The controversy raised ethical questions about what a coach should share publicly. It added tension to his legacy as both a coach and mentor. Jackson was also criticized for his conservative in-game strategies in some playoffs. Analysts argued that while the triangle offense was successful, it could be predictable against modern defenses. Teams sometimes exploited this rigidity. Critics suggested he occasionally relied heavily on system rather than adapting to player strengths. Fans debated whether his legendary status shielded him from strategic criticism. While it rarely caused championships, the issue remained a talking point. This demonstrated that even celebrated methods invite scrutiny over time. His tenure with the Knicks included controversy over high-profile player signings that underperformed. Jackson signed stars like Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, who struggled with injuries and chemistry issues. Critics argued that Jackson overestimated his influence in player development. The media portrayed the Knicks as mismanaged despite Jackson's reputation. Fans expressed frustration over expectations versus results. Analysts questioned if his leadership style suited the executive role. The disconnect between vision and execution became a recurring theme in his Knicks tenure. Finally, Jackson faced general scrutiny for his approach to media relations. He sometimes avoided accountability by deflecting questions or using vague philosophical statements. While this enhanced his Zen master mystique, it also frustrated journalists and fans. Critics argued that such evasiveness could mask real problems within teams. Over time, media and public perception occasionally painted him as aloof or arrogant. Despite this, Jackson maintained his status as one of the NBA's most decorated coaches. His career demonstrates that even the greatest can face controversies. When leadership intersects with personality and public expectations, Phil Jackson's career reminds us that even the greatest legends face criticism and controversy. From his public feud with Kobe Bryant to his executive struggles with the Knicks, his actions were often scrutinized. Some controversies arose from personality clashes, others from bold public statements or management decisions. Yet, Jackson's ability to win championships as a coach often overshadowed these conflicts. His career shows the delicate balance between leadership, strategy, and public perception. Controversies do not erase accomplishments, but add complexity to his legacy. Fans and critics alike continue to debate his methods and decisions even today. Ultimately, Phil Jackson's story teaches important lessons about greatness and human imperfection. He achieved unprecedented success while navigating some of the NBA's toughest personalities. His controversial moments highlight the challenges of managing superstars. In high-pressure environments, Jackson's Zen master persona, while criticized, also brought innovation to coaching. Even in controversy, his impact on basketball remains undeniable. His legacy is a mix of triumph, tension, and transformation. Phil Jackson proves that true greatness is often accompanied by controversy, making his story as compelling off the court as it was on it.